Hello everybody, this is Separcole64, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. This episode's going to be fairly short, so I might as well go over what's going to happen in this episode. The first thing that's going to happen is that we're going to read another chapter in Rosalina's storybook. It's the second to last chapter, and the last chapter I'll be saving till the end of the LP. And then after we read a chapter from Rosalina's storybook, we're going to head back to an area that we actually haven't been to for quite some time in this game, so yeah, that should be interesting. But I'm going to go ahead and cut to the chase. Without further ado, here's the next chapter in Rosalina's storybook. Sit back and enjoy.
Ooh.
Let us begin.
Chapter 8. The Wish. Though usually quite cheery, one day the girl became sad again. Luma drew close and tried to comfort her. "Mama, you still have me. And don't be sad about your mama, because she's a part of you. That means she's always close by. It's like me. I love Starbits because it reminds me of my mama." No, the girl said, unable to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across Luma's face, but it was soon replaced by a wide grin. "I have an idea. I will transform into a comet, a soaring comet, that can carry you all on this journey." With that, Luma, trailing bands of white, soared high into the sky, and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom! Kablam! The ground shook, and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created. The bands of light twisted together to form a comet tail. And then Luma emerged, reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely believe her eyes. "But how?" she kept asking. "Our destiny as Lumas is to transform into different things," said a red Luma who had suddenly appeared. "Stars, comets, planets, we could become all of these things. When I grow up, I want to become a star that makes someone special smile," said a green Luma. A blue Luma chimed in. That Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet, didn't he? All of the Lumas together said, "No more crying, Mama." "Thank you," said the girl in a whisper, as she pulled the Lumas close and hugged them. From that day on, Starbits no longer fell from the girl's eyes. The comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go to the level that I was hinting at earlier in this video. You guys might notice that this little house actually looks a little familiar. That is actually called the gate. What is it a gate to? Well, let's find out for ourselves, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gateway Galaxy. This was the very first level that we ever did at the beginning of the game, and is where we actually did the first mission. So, yeah, after completing the first optional dome of the game, you actually get access to this level again, and you could do the first mission again, which is kind of cool, but why the heck would we come back here? It's not like there are any additional missions that we can do now, right? There wasn't even a stage select for this particular galaxy, but whatever, we might as well explore a little bit. And I'll have trouble trying to get onto this ledge. For some reason. But anyway, wait a minute. That's Rosalina. What the heck is Rosalina doing in this galaxy all by her own? Why don't we find out, shall we? This planet. It's very dear to me. I looked forward to visiting this planet with the Lumas every 100 years. The Luma that's been traveling with you may also grow to become a star someday. Some Lumas become planets, some become comets, and a few become power stars. I'm traveling with them while they look for a place to be reborn. But I never thought all of this would happen. Oh man, she must really be feeling bad. Man, poor Rosalina. She must be really dealing with a lot right now. Jeez. Wow. Mama must really trust you. Yeah, I guess she does. Also, who are you? Did we see you earlier? I think we did. Well, how about this? If you grab all 100 purple coins here, then you'll earn my trust too. Oh. Interesting. But how are we supposed to collect all of them in the sky? And then there was an awkward pause. This is a red star. It holds the power of the red Lumas. Interesting. But the real amazing part about it is it allows you to fly after you spin in midair. Yes, fly. Interesting. While pressing A, you can pick the direction you want to fly with the control stick. Kind of interesting. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this entire mission is actually the introduction of what is quite possibly one of the best, if not one of the most pointless power-ups in the game. I'll go into detail why it's pointless in just a little bit. But, ladies and gentlemen, let us take the power of the red star. If Mario could start moving, please. Mario, stop standing there. Thank you. You transformed into Flying Mario! Spin when jumping to fly. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this power-up allows you to freaking fly. Like so. It's a pretty cool power-up, and basically how it works is that when you're up in the air, basically you shake the Wii remote, like that Luma said, to start flying. And when you are flying, you can use the control stick to change your direction, although, keep in mind, I think it's been a while since, I think this recording is around a couple months old, which, by the way, yeah, I'm doing post-commentary again, if you couldn't tell. I believe the controls are inverted with this power-up, so, you know, just be careful with it, and yes, you can press the A button to stop yourself in midair, which is nice. Now, it is only temporary, just like most of the power-ups in this game, so it doesn't last forever, but it's pretty cool. I will say that the control can be a little bit finicky because of the fact that it's inverted, but other than that, it's a pretty cool power-up. Now, here's the sucky part about it, and it relates to the sort of term that I gave for it being pointless. This power-up is only used in two parts of this game. The mission we're playing right now, and the Comet Observatory. That's it. There are no other missions that this power-up is used in. Which kind of begs the question, what was the point of putting this power-up in the game in the first place? I mean, maybe it's... So, okay, I know the reason, because maybe it's supposed to be like... Well, maybe I don't know the reason, but I speculate, that's what I should probably say, that it was probably just used so you can actually get around the Comet Observatory easier. But then again, if you're not going to use it for any other missions, what's the point of having it in the game in the first place? It's probably a big reason why it wasn't in Galaxy 2, because they couldn't really fit it in with any other missions, and the hub world was so freaking small, what was the point? So, my guess is that this power was specifically for the Comet Observatory and getting to areas faster in the main hub world, but that's just my guess. It's still a cool power-up regardless, I just wish they could have done more with it. Although, I will say that even though this is a very cool power-up, I can't really think of any types of missions that this would be used for. Other than maybe, like, free roaming. But other than that, that's pretty much all it would really be used for. I couldn't really imagine any missions that this power would actually be useful or wouldn't be game-breaking. So, I'll just leave it at that. It's a cool power-up, but it's kind of pointless, and why the heck is this in the game in the first place, but regardless. Yeah. Other than that, in terms of this mission, this is, by the way, the only other mission in this galaxy, by the way. There are no other missions after this in this galaxy. Other than the fact that you're given the red star, the basic gist of this mission is to basically introduce the player into purple coins, if they haven't beaten Bowser at this point. And basically, it just teaches you, if you collect 100 coins, you get a star. Although it doesn't tell you if certain ones have time limits or not. In fact, I don't think it's ever specified if some of them have time limits or not. But, regardless, it's an introduction to a power-up that's not really used much, and missions that people aren't particularly fond of, so... yeah, it's something. But regardless of that, guys, that's pretty much all I have to do for this episode. I'm sorry this episode is kind of short, but there was really nothing else that I really did in this recording, and anything else that I want to show off will be shown off in the next episode. So, I think we're just going to go ahead and do my outro here. Or I'll do my outro here. Yeah. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please check out my other content. Follow me on Miiverse, Twitter, Twitch, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can follow on. There wasn't anything else, I swear. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, I'm EpicCole64. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next episode with hopefully some more content. But regardless, we got a regular star.